Let's get a video of the whole car, yeah?
You can do it wherever you like.
Well, what can I say? Life happened. But the best thing is it's not my car. This is Alex, and Alex apparently crashed his BMW X5. So Alex, tell me, how did that happen?
You know what? It's crazy, isn't it? Stops at the lights. This car is in front of me. I see them moving. I assumed he's just gone and I put my foot down and just drive into the person. Sadly.
Sadly.
Yeah, sadly.
And then I was driving from work and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop and ask the guy how he's feeling. Maybe, you know, he's hurt or something happened.
It's actually amazing.
And, you know, we started to talk and I said, you know what, would you be interested if I would fix your car for free? Guess what the Alex said? Instantly, in 5 minutes.
Yeah, of course. But I said they're gonna fix it. I doubt that they're gonna write this off. And yes, they did write this off. Funny enough, huh?
I mean, there's no structural damage, and this car just now gonna be a category S. And why? Well, probably because there's some damage on the bonnet. And I think this one is gonna polish it off. We can, you know, push this one back in place, paint it and fix it. I'm just kidding, no, everything's gonna be replaced. So let's assess the damage. We got perished bonnet, hinges are gone too. Then the top panel of the slam panel is left attached. Active grills. They don't seem that way anymore active to anything. The grills itself is broken as well. Locks, I think the locks are kind of gone. Same both sides, they're gone. Luckily the headlights have survived this hit. Bumper a bit broken, but nothing serious. I think I can get this one back in a place. Same at the bottom, we got a small crack in here. But again, there's no point changing all the bumper for that crack. So I'm gonna weld this bumper back in a place and it's gonna look as good as new. So I know what you're thinking now. This guy is just fixing the car for someone for free to gather views. No, I just wanted to do something good for someone. So I just offer my help to fix this car for free and everybody's gonna be winning. I'm gonna get a lot of karma points and the guy gonna get his car repaired. So where are we gonna start? We're gonna start by removing all those broken panels, all the broken plastics, basically everywhere in here around it. This one would be okay, but it's a bit broken in here. Same with this. I think those support brackets have survived the hit. There might be some damage in here, but I think I will manage to get them out and should be okay. This plastic has also the left chat, so that's a radiator shroud. Same on this side as well. It's kinda full and then gone. What did I say to him? That he is a lucky man because the all hit was in a top section. If the hit would be in here, all the airbags would be deployed. The lifters on the bonnet would be deployed. So first we're gonna remove those plastics on each side. Then we're gonna have access to D30 Torx all around it. After we're gonna remove that, we can assess if there's any more damage. Right, first job, the bonnet has to come off. Two 13mm nuts on this side, another two on another side. Nice and simple. Then we got screen wash hose, just pop that out. Bonnet struts, they can come off as well. And just like that, the bonnet is ready to lift off. But quickly, before we carry on, if you're enjoying those videos, make sure you smash that subscribe button. It's completely free, it doesn't cost you anything, and it generally helps the channel grow and keeps me motivated to make those videos. Right, now that's been done, let's get back to it. Right, now I can remove the bonnet hinge. Again, it just holds by two 13mm bolts, nice and easy, nice and simple. Next up, the top of the slam panel. There's a 7 Torx bolts across the top, nothing complicated, just zip those out. Now, the next bolt is being a bit of nightmare because the top section of the panel is a bit mangled, so I'm going to pursue it slightly with a hammer, just so I can actually get the access to that final bolt. Now I can get the last few T30 bolts out and we should be able to pull this mesh section of the slam panel straight off. Next job, getting this broken radiator housing out. Now you think it would be pretty easy, but of course plastic clips that hold it are in the worst place possible. Absolutely typical. But hey, if I manage to get the Bentley sorted, I'm pretty sure I can handle a radiator housing as well. Most of the broken parts now off. I still need to remove the bonnet locks because they all twisted on the angle. Both of them on both sides. Luckily, the radiator survived. Same with AC, there's no damage on that. Then we can reuse those two strut bar like braces because they are perfectly fine. There was a little bit bent on a side, but I have untightened those two bolts so I can move them freely. The strut in here, there's no damage on it at all, so we know that everything is in here is gonna be lining up perfectly. I might need to remove the front bumper because it looks like that the active grills, they're going into the bumper itself. But anyway, I need to remove the bumper just so I could fix this section in here where all the grills and everything is popped out. And also I need to weld this little crack in this corner. Apart that, there's not a lot of damage on this car. One of the brackets of the headlight, it looks like, I would say it's broken, but it looks like it's twisted. So we might need to fix that afterwards. Apart that, there's not too much damage. The only thing that we will need to get it to install is the radiator shroud, which goes around here because it was all damaged and mangled and all the rest. So that's one of the parts and that's other part of it. So yeah, it haven't survived. I might need to somehow take the bolts from that top section of the slam panel because I do not know if the other part is gonna arrive with those bolts, so I might need those bolts. Please, no pictures, no pictures. One question at a time, one question at a time. Ask.
Yeah, when is the Bentley going to be ready?
I'm not ready to answer this question. Please, another one.
Right, next question. Do you release a new merch anytime soon?
Actually, I just received 10,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel, so I think it's a good idea to release the merch now. So we got a hoodies looking like this. As you can see, we got a Bentley logo on the back, no guts, no glory, crush to revive. And we got another hoodie looking like this. No guts, no glory, no Bentley on the back. Everything is nice, neat and clean. Next question.
Where can we buy this merch?
You can buy it in my website, crashtorevive.co.uk. So I'm gonna leave the link down below in the description and you can go to my website and get yourself a hoodie, t-shirt, polo shirt or even a keychains. I need to mention that all orders now at the moment is on the back order, so you will have to wait a little bit longer for that. But don't worry, I'm gonna sort you out with a free air freshener. Next question.
What is the next project?
This conference is over, bye. So the only thing that I want to say about my online store, I'm still working on it, I'm learning this is a learning process, so if there's gonna be some misunderstandings or something, please forgive me because I'm trying my best to get in this huge shark tank as a little fish, if you know what I mean. Everything is really new to me. I'm still like figuring out how all the stuff it works, trying to add all the stocks and everything else. The reason why you will have to wait for a bit till I'm gonna get the hoodies and all the rest to you is because I need to get the stock count. I'm not too sure how much of stuff to buy and order it, because if I'm gonna buy too much and there's gonna be a lot of stuff in my house and I don't really have a huge house where I can stock the products and hoodies and all everything else. So that's being cleared out. I want you to introduce to 3 other YouTube community post people. So we got Paul O'Donnell. He also bought the air freshener and I hope he received it. I dropped him an email, but he haven't replied yet, so fingers crossed, because we have a huge issue here in UK with the Royal Mail with when the stuff is not getting delivered and all the rest, you know. Then we got Christopher Ruane, I hope I pronounced it right. Thank you for joining the YouTube community post, and thank you for joining the team. And then we got Mantvidas Ramanauskas. I know that you're watching this, I know you're gonna be laughing that I can't pronounce a name, and yes, I can pronounce a name. And no, I am a better YouTuber than a drifter. For the rest of the people who's watching this probably didn't get it. So before the YouTube, I used to drift. I used to have a drift car and I used to drift quite a bit. So this is the video of me trying to drift. And then when I sold all my drift cars, I decided I want to be a YouTuber. So let me know, am I a better YouTuber or am I a better drifter? Right, let's get back to the video. The other thing I noticed, that this strut brace on the edge is kinda on angle. Same with this one as well, but I'm not too sure if this one is mangled from the lock or it's mangled from the lock brace itself, because in this section in here there is no dent. However, here I'm not too sure if that's original or that's happened in the accident. Let's get those locks first out somehow, and then we're gonna know exactly what parts we need, and we're gonna get them ordered. Hopefully get this car fixed as soon as possible, so the guy will have his ride back.
Let's get those locks now out. One side is pretty straightforward, just 3 bolts, easy, nothing, you know, complicated. Other side is totally different because everything was mangled and I had to use some force to get it out.
Managed to take the locks out. This bracket is definitely gone. Same with this one. It's all perished, and you also can see in here there's a crack, so we need to replace those brackets as well. And those brackets are kind of important because they are for the headlights as well, and on both sides. So that's why all of this is twisted and the bracket itself is snapped. So we will need a little bit more parts than I actually thought, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not that bad. If you're getting a crash, this is probably the best scenario you can ever have, because both of the headlights are survived, no damage on them except that small bracket that is broken on the side, but I think I can repair that. Obviously the windscreen have seen better days. It just got hit by the edge of the bonnet, and yes, it was damaged before I removed the bonnet itself, so don't think that it's my fault. To show about the hinge on this side, because it seems like it's completely straight, so we might get away with just replacing one of the hinges. That's gonna save a little bit of money, and we know that this one is kind of in a position where it's supposed to be, hopefully.
Even though the hit wasn't serious, we still got some damaged parts, and by looking at it, you might think, okay, that's nothing, but from another perspective, those parts cost quite a lot of money.
So we could bring this beautiful BMW X5 back to life and give it back to the owner. So let's check what we got damaged. So the bonnet, the top of the slam panel, the active grills, the locks, one of the hinge, both of the engine cover plastics, the radiator's air ducting is all damaged, and also 2 brackets on each side for the headlights and all the rest of the accessories. So that means it's quite easy to fix everything. Luckily, the bumper survived, headlights survived, and all the rest have survived. The guy himself, he's feeling alright. The way accident happened, how he was explaining to me that he was standing at the traffic light right behind the other guy. The other guy started to move. He was thinking that there is a green light, and he accelerated and he hit the other guy straight in the back. So that's the damage he has, and other driver doesn't have any damage, so lucky him. And on that time he was lucky because I wanted some coffee and there was a McDonald's next to it, so I was thinking, hey, let's stop and ask if he needs any help and how he's feeling, because you never know, maybe in the future you will need some help and you will be grateful that somebody stopped and asked how you're feeling and offered their help. So I think that's a nice thing to do. And no, that's not about the views. No, it's not about getting viral video or something. It's just about being a nice guy trying to help someone out. The X5 now is gonna be standing like this. To be honest, it's been standing for a while, so we got a little duck pond in here. So we waiting still for the parts till they're gonna arrive. Funniest thing is I put everything in a basket on eBay, and on eBay there was like £2,600 for all the parts that we need. And then I gave a call to BMW, and we have ordered the parts for £1,300, brand new. Everything what we need, latches, hinges, absolutely everything what we need is from BMW. So we're gonna have OEM parts, and we are 100% sure that we're gonna be straight. So for a moment, let's leave the X5 as it is. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to subscribe, click like, comment, share with your friends, and I will see you in the next one.